Disasters have pounded our area in the past few years, and sometimes the aftermath is too much to handle for first responders alone.
As we've learned, the road to recovery is much more bearable with the help of some volunteers. Now, Hamilton County officials are offering training sessions specifically for volunteers. News Channel 9's Alyssa Spirato joins us now with more. Alyssa, good evening.
Good evening, Dave. Natalie, after the April 2011 and March 2012 tornadoes tore through our area, hundreds of volunteers stepped in to help, which is why Hamilton County hosted a first-of-its-kind mock disaster drill if nature rears its ugly head again.
People want to help. A lot of people want to help in these disasters. They sometimes don't know how to help, or also the organizations, all the nonprofits in Chattanooga need to know how to use people in the best ways. And so this was an opportunity for them to see how effective their system is.
Louise Cook volunteered when the tornadoes hit the Harrison area March 2nd. It's those kinds of emergencies that Hamilton County workers and volunteers are prepping for today. Dozens of volunteers spent their time taking part in the mock disaster drill. It was interesting to kind of role play. I got to be a chainsaw expert, which obviously I'm not, but it was kind of fun to think about how would they use these different individuals, animal rescue, a nurse. In a real-life disaster, volunteers would report to what's called a volunteer reception center. They'd get their assignments, then head out into the field.
We just put them through a series of different stations that would both capture their data, discover their skill sets, match those skill sets with volunteer requests that we also had fabricated, and then get them back out into the field as quickly as possible.
Here's how it works. Once a volunteer fills out paperwork, they head to Station 2 to begin the interview process.
Do you have a specialty?
Not particular. I'm good on.
Okay. Do you have your own practice, or you work in a hospital now?
At this point, they have their assignment and are ready to be debriefed on safety.
If you touch anything, keep your hands clean because we don't want any infections.
Then they head over to get a volunteer ID. They get equipped with an ID bracelet so others know who's a volunteer and who isn't.
If you would like to volunteer for another day, just come back to the volunteer reception center. We'll get you a new ID back.
There's just one more step before you head out the door. All you need is a map and your information entered into a database. After that, you're ready to hit the road. Now, Greg Smith says they're hopefully planning to hold more disaster drills in the future, so anyone that wants to be a volunteer can take part. Natalie.
All right, Alyssa, thanks so much.